Did you know a single leaf sitting in a pot at your local nursery could stop a human heart? It sounds impossible, but it's true. Welcome back to Gardening's Secret Hub, the channel that digs up the truths nurseries never put on their price tags. Today, we're exposing 7 plants that look completely innocent, plants you have probably walked past 100 times, but that are hiding secrets dangerous enough to put a person or a pet in the emergency room. Number 2 on this list sits in millions of living rooms right now, and most owners have no idea what it's capable of. Stick with me till the end, because this list might change the way you shop for plants forever. I have spent years around gardens and greenhouses, and one thing still shocks me. Organizations like the ASPCA, Poison Control, and the Royal Horticultural Society keep detailed lists of plants that can harm people and pets, yet these same plants sit on store shelves without a single warning label. Before we get into it, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. It costs nothing, it takes 2 seconds, and it means you will never miss a secret this channel uncovers. Let's get into it. Number 1 is oleander. It is stunning. Tall, glossy leaves, clusters of pink, red, and white flowers that look tropical and alive. Nurseries love it because it thrives in heat and barely needs water. But every part of this plant is poisonous: the leaves, the flowers, the stems, even the smoke if you burn it. Oleander contains cardiac glycosides, the same class of compound found in certain heart medications. The difference is dosage. In medicine, it is controlled. In this plant, a single leaf can kill a child. Dogs and cats face the same risk, with symptoms ranging from vomiting to a dangerously slowed heart rate. In California, horses have died after nibbling oleander clippings tossed into a pasture. If you want that same vibrant, tropical color without the risk, plant hibiscus instead. Number 2 looks like it belongs in a fairy tale. Foxglove. Tall stalks lined with bell-shaped blooms in purple, pink, and white. Bees love it, hummingbirds love it, and nurseries stock it because it turns a plain flower bed into a showpiece. But inside those pretty bells is a chemical called digitalis. Doctors have used it for centuries to treat heart failure in carefully measured doses. In the wild plant, there is no measuring. Ingesting foxglove can trigger vomiting, seizures, and cardiac arrest. Gardeners in the UK have reported poisoning simply from handling the plant without gloves and then touching their mouths. If you want that tall, colorful spike in your garden, plant snapdragons instead. Same drama, zero danger. Now, quick question before we move to number 3. Which of these have you actually had growing in your own backyard without knowing? Type it in the comments right now. I want to know how close this list hits home. Number 3 is sitting in offices and living rooms all over the world, and it has earned a nickname that tells you everything. Dumb cane. Its glossy green leaves splashed with cream make it a favorite low-maintenance houseplant. But inside those leaves are microscopic, needle-shaped crystals. Bite into one, and those crystals embed themselves in the soft tissue of your mouth and throat like tiny shards of glass. The swelling can become so severe that speaking or even breathing becomes difficult. That is exactly how it earned its name. Safer swap? A parlor palm or a Boston fern gives you the same lush, tropical look with none of the hazards. Number 4 looks like a miniature palm tree and is often sold as an elegant accent piece. The sago palm. Every part of it is toxic, but the seeds are the real killer. They contain a toxin called sikicin, which attacks the liver. For dogs and cats, one bite can mean vomiting, seizures, liver failure, and death. Veterinary hospitals call it one of the most fatal plant poisonings in the country, and survival rates once symptoms appear are heartbreakingly low. If you love that palm tree look, choose an Erica palm or a ponytail palm instead. Number 5 is the plant that inspired real-life spy thrillers. The castor bean plant. Bold, tall, with star-shaped leaves and spiky red seed pods that look almost ornamental. But its seeds contain ricin, one of the most lethal poisons known to science. 2 or 3 seeds can kill a child. In some regions, growing this plant is actually restricted because it is simply too dangerous. Want that same bold, tropical foliage safely? Try elephant ear or canna lily instead. Number 6 might genuinely surprise you. because it is one of the most beloved landscaping plants on the planet. Azaleas and rhododendrons. Every spring, nurseries sell them by the truckload in blazing pinks, purples, and reds. But they contain toxins, compounds that interfere with the electrical signals controlling your heart and nerves. A few leaves, or even the nectar, can cause dizziness, dangerously low blood pressure, and in severe cases, coma. There is even history here. Centuries ago, soldiers in Turkey were poisoned by so-called mad honey, made by bees feeding on rhododendron nectar. For a safer spring show, plant camellias or viburnum. We're almost at number 1 on this list. But first, seriously, drop a comment telling me which of these shocked you the most so far. I read every single one, and honestly, your reactions are half the reason I keep making these videos. If this is opening your eyes, tap that like button too. It helps this channel keep spreading the warning further. And now, the final and maybe most surprising entry. Number 7 is a plant people proudly display on their tables every single holiday season. The lily. Elegant, fragrant, a florist's favorite. But for cats, it is a silent killer. Even pollen brushed onto a cat's fur, then licked off during grooming, is enough to shut down the kidneys. Drinking water from a vase of cut lilies can be just as fatal. Symptoms often begin within hours, and without emergency treatment within about 18 hours, most cats do not survive. Every single type, Easter lilies, tiger lilies, daylilies, stargazers, poses the same risk. If you have a cat, treat all of them as off-limits. For that same graceful look, choose orchids or roses instead. So here is the truth, nurseries will not put on a label. Beauty and danger often grow on the very same stem. Now that you know what to look for, you can make safer choices for your home, your family, and your pets. Before you buy your next plant, take 10 seconds to search its name and check whether it is toxic. That small habit could prevent a genuine emergency. Now it's your turn. Which of these 7 shocked you the most? The heart-stopping oleander, the cat-killing lily, or the ricin hidden inside the castor bean? Tell me in the comments. I read every one of them. If this video opened your eyes, hit like, share it with a fellow plant lover, and make sure you are subscribed to Gardening Secret Hub so you never miss the next secret we uncover. Stay safe out there in your garden, and I will see you in the next one.